Hey guys, what's going on? Jebb here, bringing you another cryptocurrency video. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about Bitcoin, and specifically the Bitcoin price, because Bitcoin, as we all know, has been in a little bit of a correction here, all the way from the highs of 20,000 that we hit a little while ago, back in mid-December, and we've hit a bottom here at 8,000, and I do believe 8,000 is going to be the bottom for this bear market. I said that at 10,000, I didn't think we'd get below this like 9,500 range, but we did, and I've seen some more technical analysis that's been brought to my attention that I think is going to kind of help with me make my case that 8,000 is the bottom. But as we can see here on CoinMarketCap, pretty much every single coin today is up in green. Yesterday, pretty much every single coin was red. And if you've been in cryptocurrency for a while, there may be something you notice here on this 7-day price graph on CoinMarketCap, and you might notice that see how every single coin and token right here has a pretty similar graph for the last 2 days. See how they all hit a bottom right here, just like Bitcoin. They had a little bit of a correction, they hit a little bit of a higher low, and now they're going up again. As you can see, pretty much every single coin on CoinMarketCap, I mean, all these coins down here in the 25 range, in the 35, down here in 40, pretty much every single coin, see, right here, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Every coin has a very, very similar graph. It's the same thing over USD comparative, obviously. Pretty much every single coin has the exact same graph, and the reason for that is because you see that happen at the bottom and tops of markets. When you see a really big, I don't know what CoinMarketCap's doing here, when you see a really big price movement, like when you see a really important price action, just like the little bottom that we've seen here, pretty much every single coin in cryptocurrency tends to line up with that, except for, you know, Tether, obviously. But just about every single coin tends to go with the flow because it's all of cryptocurrency moving. It's not just Bitcoin hitting a bottom, it's all of cryptocurrency hitting a bottom. As we can see here, the market cap for all of cryptocurrency is hovering a little below $500 billion. We had a high in early January, I believe, of right around 800 billion. So we're down 50%, close to 50%. We were down 50% a few days ago from the all-time high in less than a month. So that's not crazy for cryptocurrency, but that is something to take into consideration here. Yeah, we're kind of seeing a head and shoulders pattern form here in the total market capitalizations. Hopefully that doesn't actually lead to bearishness. I just saw that. But anyway, let's get here on the Bitcoin chart. I'm going to talk about some things that make me believe that 8,000 is going to be the bottom. There are several things. Let's zoom in here to the hour chart. Actually, let's go to 2-hour chart. If we go here into the 2-hour chart, this is the most recent action for Bitcoin, and we are seeing a kind of we're kind of seeing a bounce off of this long-term uptrend that we were hoping to get support above, and then we didn't get support. So I believe we're going to get back above that, but if that proves to be resistance, that's going to be bad because it's not a very strong uptrend. But if we see a brush right here, we can also see a bit of a W formation forming right here. It's kind of short term, so this might not mean anything, but it is something to take into consideration. A W pattern normally means that you have a double bottom right here, which we had. The double bottom is pretty close together, so it's not that big of a deal. If they're further apart, it's a big deal. But that's something to take into consideration. I'm going to delete, well, I'll leave it there. Let's go out here to the day, and also or 4-hour actually, and I want to show you something as well. If we zoom out here, we've been in this trading channel for a while. We have this downtrend that has a touch there and there. We haven't been able to get above that downtrend. And this channel right here has several touches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, now 6 and 7. So we're in this downtrend trading channel. And we got support on this when we hit this downtrend right here. And we also at the same time got support on this little horizontal line right here that is sitting right around $8,000. We bounced pretty cleanly off of 8,000, as you can see right there. And if we come over here and we draw a horizontal line on 8,000, just like we did, I'm sorry if you can hear my headphones, they're being retarded. This little line at 8,000, if we draw it, and we go back here to, what was this, November? Yeah, November, mid-November, right around when I started making videos, by the way. Then we'll see that there is a lot of support here. As we all know, Bitcoin and cryptocurrency trading 101 is previous resistance is current support. So we were getting resistance at $8,000 a while back, only like 3 months ago. You got to realize we had a crazy run-up in the span of 6 months. We ran from 3,000 to 8,000 in like 3 months, from September to mid-January, or mid-December, and I'll show you that in a minute. But former resistance is current support. So former resistance was here at 8,000, and now we're getting support at 8,000. So that's a pretty good sign as well. So we have that going for us. Let's go out here to the day, and I want to show you something else. This is the really long-term uptrend that I was talking about. We had a bear market from $3,000 all the way up to $20,000. That's like 666% increase in the largest cryptocurrency on the planet. That is a big deal. So it's not like we weren't destined for this bear market. I remember I was caught this entire run up here. If you go back and look at my old videos, this entire run up I was calling for a bear market because I knew we were running up way too fast. I called the top at 10,000 and we went to 20,000. I called the top at 20,000 right now. And it looks like and I guess I was right. I said Bitcoin will be worth $10,000 in February, and I was right. It's hovering right around 10,000. It's kind of funny. Not exactly what I anticipated, but as you can see, this bear market is actually starting to kind of match the bull market. We're getting the bear market last just about as long as the bull market. And it's good because the longer this bear market lasts, so long as we recover from it, that means that we're going to have a long bull market as well. One thing, I talk about the 50 and the 100-day moving averages a lot on my channel. And as you can see, normally Bitcoin gets support at the 100-day moving average, and we did not get support at the 100-day moving average this time. We almost did. That's this line right here. This line right here. We didn't get support there this time, but it looks like the 200-day moving average is another important moving average. It normally doesn't come into play because it means that Bitcoin's had a really big pullback, but we have had a really big pullback. And right now, the 200-day moving average is giving us support right around 8,000. And you can see this line right here, the 200-day moving average, and we've hit pretty much it and 8,000 as support at the exact same time, which is good. So I do think we're probably hitting the bottom here. We might not. We could very well go into another 6-month or a year bear market. And I'm ready to hold on that long. I'm ready to hodl that long. Are you guys willing to hodl that long? Tell me in the comments down below. And, but Bitcoin has had a phenomenal year in 2017. We're in the second longest bear market in the history of crypto, in the history of Bitcoin right now. The other longest being over a year from here in 2013 to 2015. And there's nothing stopping that from happening again, you got to realize. We had a nice, really big run-up in the same way we had a really big run-up here that led to this bear market. It doesn't look like anything now, but at the time, that was a big run-up. That was a big run-up. And it's kind of looking like the same thing. We could very easily enter a bear market rather for the next year. It could happen. Now, I'm not worried about it because I care about the technology, and I made a video about that. My last video on my channel is about why I would be okay with that happening and why I actually kind of want it to happen. But it's not about the price, it's about the adoption. And the fact is, even down here at the bottom, from this market, the bottom of this market from where we are, the bottom to where we went up was $200 all the way up to $20,000. That's, what, 100 times increase? We're still like 40 times higher than we were when we started. So, I mean, if we bought in up here on the bull run when everything was great, it happens, but every bull market has to have a bear market to go with it. I don't think we're going to have that just yet. I think Bitcoin has a little bit more steam in it, but we'll see. 2018 might be a bear year. Hopefully it's not, but it might be. And if it is, don't lose faith in it because the technology is phenomenal. It's going to change the world. Just buy it when it's low if you make the decision to buy it. But just because it's going down for a couple months, if it does, I'm not saying it will, but if it does, don't lose faith in the technology. It's just the market cycle. It's not that the technology doesn't work. But anyway, that's basically all I wanted to talk about today, guys. Sorry for not making videos in a little while. I've been very busy. Just kidding. I haven't made any of it. No, I actually have been busy. It's been a long week. But either way, for 500 subscribers, I launched a Discord server. There will be a link to that in the description down below, and now we're sitting at 600 because I'm lazy and I haven't made a video in like 3 days. But there is a Discord server. If you guys want to join it and come hang out and talk about the Bitcoin bear market that's going to kill us all, then feel free to do that. I'll be in there anytime you would like to chat. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.